Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Podcast. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Hi there. Great to have you listening. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sarah. We create these podcasts to help you learn practical, everyday English.
That's right. If this episode helps you, please share it with your friends who are learning English.
Today, we're discussing something really important. We're going to talk about confidence.
Yes, confidence affects so many areas of life: work, relationships, personal growth.
Whether you're talking about building confidence, expressing confidence, or dealing with self-doubt, you need the right vocabulary.
This episode will teach you how to discuss confidence levels, describe confident behavior, and talk about overcoming insecurity.
So, Mike, would you say you're a confident person?
That's a great question. I'd say my confidence varies depending on the situation. I'm pretty confident at work, but I struggle with confidence in social situations, especially large groups.
That's really honest. Notice how Mike said, my confidence varies, and I struggle with confidence. Perfect expressions for discussing this topic.
What about you, Sarah? How's your confidence?
I've been working on building my confidence over the past few years. I used to be very insecure, but I'm much more self-assured now.
Working on building my confidence, used to be insecure, self-assured? Excellent vocabulary. Today we'll teach everyone how to talk about confidence naturally.
Let's get started.
First, let's learn how to describe different levels of confidence.
At the highest level, you might say, I'm very confident.
Or I'm extremely confident, or I'm completely confident.
I feel confident about this, or I'm confident in my abilities.
You can say I'm self-confident, believing in yourself.
Self-assured means having quiet confidence.
I'm self-assured in my decisions.
For moderate confidence, I'm fairly confident, or I'm reasonably confident.
I have some confidence, or I'm somewhat confident.
For growing confidence, I'm becoming more confident.
My confidence is growing, or I'm gaining confidence.
I'm building my confidence gradually.
I'm building my confidence gradually.
For low confidence, I'm not very confident.
I lack confidence, or I have low confidence.
I'm insecure about this, feeling uncertain or anxious.
I don't feel confident, or I'm lacking in confidence.
You can be specific about areas. I'm confident professionally, but not socially.
I'm confident in some areas, but not others.
Now let's discuss expressing confidence in specific situations.
Let's talk about professional confidence.
At work, you might say, I'm confident in my skills.
I know what I'm doing shows competence and confidence.
I trust my judgment means you believe in your decisions.
I can handle this expresses confidence in your abilities.
I'm up for the challenge shows confident willingness.
I've got this is informal and shows strong confidence.
Public speaking confidence is important.
I'm comfortable speaking in front of groups.
Or the opposite, I get nervous when presenting.
Public speaking intimidates me. Intimidates means causes fear.
I'm working on my presentation skills.
Social confidence matters too.
I'm comfortable meeting new people.
Or I'm shy around strangers, opposite of confident socially.
I struggle with small talk.
I feel awkward in social situations, uncomfortable and lacking confidence.
Academic confidence. I'm confident in my academic abilities.
I believe I can pass this exam.
I'm sure I understood the material.
I'm sure I understood the material.
Physical confidence. I feel confident in my appearance.
I'm comfortable in my own skin, meaning accepting yourself.
Or the opposite. I'm self-conscious about my looks.
Self-conscious means overly aware and worried about how others see you.
Let's discuss words that describe confident people.
A confident person might be described as self-assured.
She's very self-assured, means she believes in herself.
Assertive means expressing opinions confidently but respectfully.
He's assertive without being aggressive.
He's assertive without being aggressive. Bold means willing to take risks with confidence.
She made a bold decision.
Poised means calm and confident, especially in difficult situations.
He remained poised during the crisis.
Composed is similar, calm and in control.
She stayed composed under pressure.
Warning: some words for confidence can be negative when excessive.
Arrogant means having too much confidence, looking down on others.
He's arrogant and thinks he's better than everyone else.
Cocky is informal for being overly confident.
She's a bit cocky about her achievements.
Overconfident means having unrealistic belief in your abilities.
He was overconfident and did not prepare enough.
Now let's discuss the opposite, lacking confidence.
Someone lacking confidence might be insecure.
She feels insecure about her abilities.
Timid means shy and lacking confidence.
He's too timid to speak up in meetings.
Hesitant means uncertain and lacking confidence to act.
I'm hesitant to make this decision.
Self-doubting means questioning yourself constantly.
I'm prone to self-doubt, means tendency toward.
I'm prone to self-doubt.
Uncertain means not sure or confident. I feel uncertain about this path.
Anxious means worried and lacking confidence.
I'm anxious about the presentation.
Let's discuss building and developing confidence.
Many people work on building confidence. I'm working on my confidence.
I'm trying to be more confident.
I'm building my self-esteem. Self-esteem is how you value yourself.
I'm developing more self-belief.
Strategies people use. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone.
Comfort zone is where you feel safe but don't grow.
I'm challenging myself, means purposely doing difficult things.
I'm pushing myself to try new things.
I'm practicing positive self-talk.
Self-talk is your internal dialogue with yourself.
I'm focusing on my strengths rather than my weaknesses.
I'm celebrating small wins, acknowledging progress.
I'm surrounding myself with supportive people.
I'm learning from my mistakes instead of dwelling on them.
Dwelling on means thinking about repeatedly, usually negative thoughts.
Let's practice some conversations.
Great idea. Mike, let's role play. I'll ask about your confidence journey.
Okay, ready.
Mike, you seem much more confident than when we first met. What changed?
Thanks for noticing. It's been a journey, honestly. A few years ago, I was really insecure, especially at work.
What helped you become more confident?
Several things. First, I started taking on projects that scared me. Every time I completed something challenging, my confidence grew a little.
So you stepped out of your comfort zone.
Exactly. I also worked with a mentor who helped me recognize my strengths. I was always focusing on what I couldn't do, but he helped me see what I could do.
That's powerful. Do you ever still struggle with confidence?
Oh, absolutely. I still get nervous before big presentations, but now I know that nerves don't mean I'm not capable. I've learned to manage them better.
That's such an important distinction. How do you manage the nerves?
I prepare thoroughly, practice my breathing, and remind myself of past successes. I also stopped comparing myself to others, which was huge.
That's all great advice. You should be proud of your growth.
Perfect. Now let me ask you about confidence challenges.
Ready.
Sarah, I've noticed you seem hesitant to share your ideas in meetings. Is it a confidence issue?
You're right, I do hold back. I guess I lack confidence when speaking up in groups.
What makes you hesitant?
I worry that my ideas aren't good enough or that people will judge me. I know it's irrational, but I can't help it.
That sounds like imposter syndrome. Do you feel like you don't belong?
Yes, exactly. Even though I've been here 2 years and I'm good at my job, I still feel like a fraud sometimes.
I've felt that way too. Have you considered speaking with someone about it, like a coach or a therapist?
I've been thinking about it. I know I need to work on my confidence because it's holding me back professionally.
What's one small step you could take this week?
Maybe I could commit to sharing at least one idea in our next team meeting. Start small, right?
That's a perfect start. And remember, your perspective is valuable.
These conversations show natural ways to discuss confidence.
Let's learn how to express confidence without sounding arrogant.
Instead of, I'm the best, say, I'm really proud of my work on this.
Instead of, I'm always right, say, I trust my judgment on this.
You can be confident, yet humble. I believe I did well, but there's always room to improve.
I'm confident in my abilities, but I'm still learning.
Acknowledge others while being confident. I'm good at this, and I've learned from amazing mentors.
I have strong skills in this area thanks to my team's support.
Express confidence with facts. I'm confident because I've prepared thoroughly.
I feel good about this presentation because I've practiced it 10 times.
Show confidence through actions, not just words.
Instead of saying, I'm so confident, demonstrate it through your behavior.
Now let's discuss overcoming self-doubt.
Self-doubt is the opposite of confidence. I'm battling self-doubt.
I struggle with imposter syndrome, feeling like a fraud despite success.
Imposter syndrome makes me feel like I don't deserve my achievements.
Recognizing negative patterns, I tend to second-guess myself.
Second guess means to doubt your own decisions after making them.
I'm always questioning whether I'm good enough.
I compare myself to others too much.
Working through it, I'm learning to silence my inner critic.
Inner critic is the negative voice in your head.
I'm challenging my negative thoughts.
I'm trying to reframe my thinking.
Reframe means to look at something from a different perspective.
I'm replacing I can't with I'm learning to.
I'm reminding myself of past successes when I doubt myself.
Let's discuss confidence in specific contexts.
Confidence affects relationships, too.
I'm confident enough to set boundaries.
Setting boundaries means establishing what you will and won't accept.
I'm learning to say no without feeling guilty.
I'm confident in expressing my needs.
I trust my judgment about people.
Or the opposite. I'm insecure in my relationships.
I constantly need reassurance from my partner.
I worry that people don't really like me.
I'm afraid of being myself around others.
Building relationship confidence. I'm learning to be authentic.
Authentic means being your true self.
I'm practicing vulnerability, being open despite fear of judgment.
Now let's review all the vocabulary.
Let's summarize the essential confidence vocabulary.
Confidence levels: very confident, self-confident, self-assured, fairly confident, somewhat confident, not very confident, lack confidence.
Confident people. Self-assured, assertive, bold, poised, composed.
Negative excessive confidence, arrogant, cocky, overconfident.
Lacking confidence. Insecure, timid, hesitant, self-doubting, uncertain, anxious.
building confidence, working on confidence, stepping out of comfort zone, challenging myself, pushing myself.
Strategies: positive self-talk, focusing on strengths, celebrating small wins, learning from mistakes.
Self-doubt terms, battling self-doubt, imposter syndrome, second-guessing, inner critic, comparing myself to others.
Overcoming doubt, silence inner critic, challenge negative thoughts, reframe thinking, remind myself of successes.
Building relationship confidence, set boundaries, say no, express needs, be authentic, practice vulnerability.
Common phrases: I trust my judgment. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I've got this. I know what I'm doing.
Growth phrases, my confidence is growing. I'm becoming more confident. I'm building self-esteem. I'm developing self-belief.
These expressions cover most confidence conversations.
Let's summarize everything we've learned today.
We learned many ways to describe different levels of confidence, from very confident to lacking confidence.
We covered how confidence varies by situation, professional, social, academic, and physical.
We learned positive words for confident people like self-assured, assertive, and poised.
We discussed negative words for excessive confidence like arrogant and cocky.
We covered vocabulary for lack of confidence, including insecure, timid, and self-doubting.
We learned expressions for building confidence and stepping out of comfort zones.
We discussed self-doubt, imposter syndrome, and overcoming negative self-talk.
We practiced real conversations about confidence struggles and growth.
We learned how to express confidence without sounding arrogant.
Most importantly, we learned that confidence is something you can develop and grow.
It's not fixed. Everyone can work on becoming more confident.
And it's okay to have different confidence levels in different areas of life.
Now it's your turn to practice. Today's question is, how would you describe your confidence? What area would you like to be more confident in?
Please write your answer. For example, I'm fairly confident at work, but I lack confidence in social situations. I'd like to be more confident when meeting new people.
Or, I'm working on building my confidence. I used to be very insecure, but I'm challenging myself more and my confidence is growing.
Or, I'm confident in my professional abilities, but I struggle with self-doubt about my appearance. I'm learning to be more comfortable in my own skin.
Try to use the vocabulary we learned today, like self-assured, stepping out of my comfort zone, or working on my confidence.
Being honest about confidence is the first step to building it.
And remember, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about believing in yourself despite imperfections.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode.
We hope this helps you talk about confidence in English and maybe even builds your actual confidence too.
Keep practicing, keep growing, and believe in yourself.
We'll talk to you next time on English Podcast.
Stay confident.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.